We assume that when we lock our front door and double-check the windows, we are safe. We assume that when we are alone in our bedroom, the only breathing we hear is our own. I used to believe that too, until I downloaded a simple sleep tracking app. I live alone in a studio apartment in Seattle. It's not big, but it's secure. Recently, I've been waking up feeling exhausted with a dry throat. My friends joked that I probably snore like a freight train, so I decided to test it out. I downloaded a popular app that records noises while you sleep, snoring, talking, or movements. The first night was uneventful. I checked the recordings the next morning. It was mostly just rustling sheets, a few coughs, and yes, some light snoring around 3 a.m. I laughed it off and went about my day. But on the second night, things changed. I woke up feeling strange, cold. The window I had left slightly cracked was wide open. I blamed the wind. I grabbed my phone to check the app, expecting more snoring. There were 5 recordings. The first 3 were normal. Me turning over, me coughing. But the 4th recording, it was time-stamped at 3:42 a.m. I pressed play. The audio was crystal clear. It wasn't me, it was the sound of footsteps. Soft, padded footsteps walking on my hardwood floor. They started from the direction of my kitchen and got louder, moving closer to the bed. Then, silence for 10 seconds, and then a voice. A deep, raspy whisper right next to the microphone of my phone, which was on my nightstand. He looks peaceful. My hands were shaking. I live alone. I locked the door. I searched every inch of my apartment, the closet, the bathroom, under the bed. Nothing. No signs of a break-in. The chain was still on the door. I tried to tell myself it was a glitch. Maybe the app picked up radio interference. I was terrified, but I needed to know. I decided to try one last night, but this time I wasn't going to sleep. I was going to fake it. I turned the lights off at 11 p.m. I set the app to record. I lay there in the dark, my eyes closed, clutching a baseball bat under the covers. Hours passed. My body was screaming for sleep, but adrenaline kept me awake. Around 2 a.m., I heard it, a soft creak. But it didn't come from the hallway. It didn't come from the window. It came from under my bed. I froze. My blood turned to ice. I lay perfectly still, listening to the sound of fabric sliding against the floorboards beneath me. Someone was shifting their weight. The realization hit me like a truck. The footsteps from the night before. They didn't walk away at the end of the recording. They stopped. The person hadn't left. They had been under my bed the entire day while I was searching the room. I could hear slow, heavy breathing directly under my mattress. I didn't wait. I didn't look. I leaped out of bed, sprinted to the door, unlocked it, and ran into the hallway, screaming for help. I banged on my neighbor's door until they opened up. The police arrived 10 minutes later. They found a man hiding under my bed frame. He had a knife and a roll of duct tape. But that's not the scariest part. When the police checked his pockets, they found my spare house key. The one I keep hidden inside a fake rock in my planter on the balcony. He told the police he had been coming in for weeks. He would watch me sleep, use my shower while I was at work, and hide under the bed when I came home. I moved out the next day. I don't use sleep apps anymore. I don't want to know what sounds fill the room when I close my eyes. Some mysteries are better left unsolved. Sleep tight, and maybe check under your bed tonight.